Let's bring in Dr. Aditi Nerurkar now. She's a physician at Harvard Medical School. Dr. Nerurkar, there's been a lot of talk lately about booster shots. Dr. Fauci, for example, made some comments about that this morning. Let me play a little bit of what he said.
We are planning for the eventuality that we might need to boost people. We don't know whether we will have to do it and when we will have to do it.
So we don't know how long protection is going to last from the first round of vaccine that a lot of us have gotten. But is there a chance that we may never need a booster shot?
That's a wonderful question, Aaron. You know, Dr. Fauci is not hedging. He truly doesn't know yet. The data that we have, I spoke to some of Dr. Fauci's colleagues at NIAID about this, and the data that we have in terms of the efficacy of the COVID vaccine is the same that they do. And the basic question is, how long does the COVID vaccine last? How effective is it, and for how long? Right now, based on the most recent data, which is April 2021, of 44,000 people who are enrolled in the Pfizer phase 3 trials, we know that the COVID vaccine has 6-month efficacy. We'll get more data over the next 2 to 3 months, and perhaps that 6-month benchmark can be stretched out longer, but we won't know until all of that aggregate data is available. It is a big question on everyone's minds.
So we'll be asking you about it again in the near future then. Let me ask you, too, about sort of people getting together now. There are music festivals that are going to happen this summer. We've already heard about Chicago's Lollapalooza. They just released their lineup a couple of days ago. We had a reporter in Miami at a festival that's going to be happening there. These things are happening outside, I know, but they tend to have sort of tightly packed crowds and a lot of sharing of food and drinks, that sort of thing. Are we at a place where we can feel that we can do that all safely?
So as you know, Aaron, the CDC has lifted mask mandates indoors and out for fully vaccinated people, but there is no certification process for unvaccinated people to remove masks as well, and that could be happening. There's a trifecta of risk factors in these large music venues. The first, like you said, large crowds, mixed crowds of vaccinated and unvaccinated people. The second is perhaps many people who are unvaccinated going maskless. And the third one, which is incredibly important, is a high velocity of respiratory droplets. We know that COVID is spread through respiratory droplets, and when people are singing and screaming, celebrating, that velocity of droplets is much higher than when people are talking quietly. So all of those things in conjunction could be problematic. The one good thing about these music venues in the summertime is that they are outdoors, so that mitigates the risk somewhat. But I am definitely cautious about these announcements that people are making.
All right, Dr. Aditi Nerurkar, we appreciate your perspective today. Thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.